Assalamu alaikum everyone, peace and blessings be upon you all. Hi, it's Mary. So with the fast approach of World Hijab Day on the 1st of February, I thought I'd make a simple 4-step hijab tutorial on this hijab style for all the strong-willed, courageous women out there who'd perhaps benefit from a bit of a new perspective. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So, step number 1, you're going to need to lay your foundations. Wearing the hijab is going to test your strength in many more ways than just one. You're going to be presented with obstacles that you're going to be expected to jump over. You're going to be asked many questions by many different types of people, and not all of them will be considerate. Don't worry, stay calm, stay positive, be patient, explain, don't argue. I have found that as a rule of thumb, when you begin to lose faith in the decisions that you've made, it really helps to remember the reasons why you made the decision in the first place. Lastly, your foundations are going to do a whole lot of holding, but make sure they're not too tight. All things are temporary. All things need letting go. Step number 2, you're going to need to pick your perspective. The great thing is, there are an infinite number of perspectives to choose from. A favourite quote of mine by Mary Engelbert read, "If you don't like something, change it. And if you can't change it, change the way you think about it." So this quote isn't saying to sit back and do nothing about something that needs changing. Rather, it's telling us to give things and people a chance before we pass judgment. Keeping an open mind opens our paths to opportunity and a happier, more fulfilled way of living. I like to change up my own perspective every so often. Like an overworn hijab, our perspectives often need fixing, and trying out new ones often ends up in pretty good results. Step 3 is reflection. This is where we take our perspectives and ask questions that we probably don't ask ourselves every so often, or as often as we should. The kinds of questions that you should be asking yourself is, are my words harmful? Are you handing out more criticism than construction? Are you being kind, compassionate and helpful towards others? Are you perhaps being too kind, too compassionate? Are you giving too much of yourself away? Do the relationships you keep contain enough unconditional love? Does the love that you accept deserve you? Are your dreams big enough? Are you allowing yourself enough room to grow, both spiritually and intellectually? Reflection is a crucial part of your everyday routine. It allows us time to evaluate all that concerns us and provides us with a chance for adding substance into our lives. It gives us much needed balance. The 4th and final step is security. For this step, we're going to need to solidify our answers to the questions in the last step. Stand by your morals and defend what you believe in. And I'm not just talking about religious beliefs. In general, if what you believe in brings both you and the world peace and a higher affinity for justice, then it's your duty to be brave enough to uphold those beliefs and defend them. tuck these parts in So that's it for now. I hope you found this slightly different hijab tutorial somewhat useful. I've never done anything like this before, so any comments, complaints, constructive criticism, or even questions you may have for me are very welcome, and I look forward to receiving them. Finally, I leave you on one last note. The hijab, like any other form of clothing, is a means of identification, not definition. By wearing it, you inevitably identify yourself as a Muslim. However, it does not define you as a person. Only you can define you as a person. And you can do this through your thoughts, through your acts of kindness, and through doing whatever makes you, you. Allow this covering to empower you to do more, to go out of your comfort zones more often, to actively go out into the world and try something different. Try out a new perspective and see where it gets you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Peace and blessings be upon you all. Hi, it's Mary. And with the... Why is this so difficult? Ooh, would you look at that? My hand is bleeding. So wearing the hijab is going to throw a lot of different obstacles in your way, which you'll be going to have to... That's not English, oh dear. Oh, it hurt. So, step 3 is reflection. That came in too late.